Hello, my name is Dr. Scott Young with Hearing Solutions Centers, and today we're going to talk about the Crystal Hearing Aid Dryer. Coming right up. Okay, so we're going to open the box together. This has already been opened because we used it, okay? So it's called the Crystal Hearing Aid Dryer. So I'm going to kind of give you a picture of that, okay? And we will show this a little bit better in the picture kind of thing. So as you open up the Crystal Hearing Aid Dryer, why I looked into this, I was contacted by the company and I just had to look at it. And I said, well, let me see it, see what's happening. So once you get the little boxy open, oops, sorry, pulling it from the wrong way, okay? Couple things that happen, you'll have a little instruction booklet, okay? But you're gonna find this is pretty darn easy to utilize. What's inside of this system is a couple things. I'm gonna show the hearing aid that we had here. So you'll have a USB-C charger. So you have a USB-C hookup, which is a nice quicker power charge up, and then the USB on the other end, okay? So USB-C is utilized in the newer iPads and the newer other tablets and some other kind of things. But again, that's faster, quicker charging ability. You can always hook up a little power hookup as well on that too. Inside of that, they have an extra charger if you had different types of hearing aids that would be chargeable with a micro USB in there as well. So it has hookups like that. But on the bottom of it, it has a black little pad where you kind of lay on it. And on the top of the thing, it has 3 different buttons. There is a UV light that you can kind of push. There's a temperature gauge, so 40 Celsius, 50 Celsius. It's a little bit, it's pretty warm. Remember, it's trying to give you some good heat coming out of there. And the dryer, you can push the dryer to a 2-hour or 8-hour response. So, okay, so you say, why do I care? Well, here's what happens. Now, we live in Oklahoma. So I always get into this argument. When I was growing up in Denver, Denver can get hotter too, but you go, Denver's not hot. So what if it's 100 degrees? You walk into the shade, it's got 10% humidity, you feel like you're just fine again. You see, in places like Oklahoma, you walk into the shade with 100 degree temperature, you can be at night, dark outside, and it's still steaming where oh my gosh, I'm gonna touch my microphone. It's holy cow, I'm still heating up, right? So the humidity, for instance, in Oklahoma tends to run, 40, 50, 60, 80%. And there are other places that are worse than this. And so we have this problem with hearing aids, and this is just a Starkey Livio hearing aid that we had. And so we took this, and what we wanted to do, and this is one of our demo ones, we took this and put it in just water. And so we just turned on the faucet and just let it stay there for about 4 or 5 minutes, and she kind of listened to it and make sure it was working. And I was like watching one of my audiologists, Dr. Brooke, do this, and she would do this and put more water in it. She's pushing it right into the microphone and into the receiver, okay? So then what we did is we just popped that puppy in, okay? Shut it up, have it plugged in. We plugged it into our computer, so just an easy way that you can do that. And she only put it on for 2 hours on the lower, the 40 degrees Celsius one. And we did turn on a little bit UV lighting. We'll explain that one in a second. She put it on for 2 hours, and the hearing aid was dead, which, again, you put a lot of water in it. I mean, I could have shoved it under a glass of water and done the same thing. And we pulled it out in 2 hours, boop, it's working again. So it dried out the water that was inside of that. Now that's really good abilities when you look at that. Now, UV light has another kind of capability for cleaning. Now, lots of people are talking about COVID, but I'm gonna say more than just COVID. We got people who are very sick in a lot of other ways. One of my audiologists, her mom had a systemic illness that was happening, and she, had lots of other things going on. And she finally got her into the hospital with, IV antibiotics and, putting more abilities to get around in the house. And I mean, just got a lot of stuff going on. And that person, when she's wearing her hearing aids, probably is oozing out through her ear canal, and all kinds of contaminants happen. Now, you could wipe things off with alcohol and other kinds of things, but UV light is actually proven to deal with viruses. It doesn't matter about just COVID, it's every virus out there. So you can kind of put things in a UV light, and that breaks down a lot of that stuff. That's why sunlight is awesome for you. I mean, get outside, get into the sun so that you can soak up that UV light. You know, vitamin D, these other kind of vitamins that you need, you should be checking into that. Your physician can help you, naturopaths can help you, your pharmacy can help you with just these natural kinds of things it does this. Well, that's what this thing is doing. So you can also put your hearing aids in at night, pop on the UV, just give it a couple hours. You could even do it before you put it in your charger. So for instance, my hearing aids are rechargeable. Now, in my rechargeable kind of thing, it has the ability to charge up and put a little heat in there. But let's say I got that thing really wet. I might put this in for a couple hours. Let's say I got in a lot of moisture, put this in for a couple hours, put it on the 2-hour thing, lower temperature, even put a little UV light, let it go for 2 hours, and then pull it out, pop it in my charger again, and charge for the night. So there's a couple ways that you could utilize this in a variety of ways. So we're gonna add in the pricing on the bottom here below, and the ability that you can go get that and directly from the manufacturer. You're not gonna worry about, I'm not trying to sell this just for the heck of it. I only look at products that I like. And I only look at products that I test. I have to know that they're gonna work. And if we don't have a clue if it can, then we're not gonna tell you about it. See, I've been doing this for 32 years with 25,000 hearing aids, and I've seen all kinds of things that work out there. I think this is a very effective and efficient option. So again, it's the Crystal Hearing Aid Dryer. Comes in a very small box. It's probably smaller than most of the dryer systems out there. Some of them require a brick. It doesn't require any of that. It's all inside of that kind of capability. So if you like that, you can leave some comments below, but definitely look underneath the descriptions. The descriptions will give you the answer of where you want to go and how you want to purchase that too. So thank you so much. I appreciate that a bunch. We'll talk to you later.